Hello guys, welcome to the tutorial Java ke Pathshala. I am Rashmi. In today's session, I am going to explain about the most important topic named as multi-threading. Multi-threading. The chapter name is multi-threading. In this session or in this video, I am totally focused on the topic named as multi-threading. Multi-threading. Before going to the concept, what is mean by multi-threading? So multi-threading, yes. Then we have to know the basic of multi-threading, the needs of multi-threading, why is multi-threading, how multi-threading, what is the requirement of the multi-threading. The first thing we have to know the need. What is the need of multi-threading? That means why we require the multi-threading concept in your Java. Why we need the concept like multi-threading? As a simple that in simpler, if I going to explain that why using that. Suppose if you are execute a multiple tasks, if you execute multiple tasks sequentially, that means sequentially means if one task is completed, then another task is executed. This is called sequentially. This is called sequentially. That means if you want to execute multiple tasks sequentially, the CPU idle time will not be, will not use effectively. That means those times CPU required present in idle state. Suppose you are doing a work like first thread. Suppose have first thread or first request are given to CPU. Suppose I give one request to CPU, and in sequential flow, if one task is completed, then another task going to execute. Suppose here after task, its name is request. I call this yes. It is a request or thread one. I call as thread one. Thread one. After the complete the thread one, then thread to execute it. In the between, there is some gap in which gap in this some time the CPU idle time doesn't use. CPU doesn't use the idle time. The amount of time present in that moment, the CPU doesn't use. Uh, while running a task, if it execute pause, this pause time will not be used for other task execution. The pause time doesn't use. In simpler, if the CPU is idle or if CPU doesn't do any work, the in the idle time, CPU doesn't do any work. CPU doesn't do any work. So that it is some yeah, like something like the CPU doesn't use the valuable time. Okay. So that reason the multi-threading concept is come in the form, and due to this waste of pause time, programmer execute tax more time. The programmer use the pause time, and happily there is some killer time also reduce. Okay, using this concept multi-threading, we can allocate one task pause time effective to execute another task, so programmer execute will be fast. That means if the pause time or in idle time, if we are using for another thread at the same time we are using the pause time another thread, the the request, the processing is very fast. This is just like suppose there is a yes, there are, if I give a real time example. Suppose imagine this is a ATM machine. It is a ATM machine. Okay, it is ATM machine. ATM machine. So SBI ATM machine. And ATM machine for withdrawal money. For the withdrawal money, okay. For the withdrawal money, there is a queue. There is a line of around, we can call request or person like one to like you know 100, like 1 to 100. Here is 1, Okay, here is two. See, just like 100 people stand in a queue for collecting the money. Collecting money. So like here is 100. Okay, 100 people are standing in a queue for collecting money in State Bank ATM. Okay, the process is going on sequentially or not? The process is going on sequentially. That means if the one first person withdraw money and going out, then second person is going to do it. In the between some present time, some idle time is got or not? There is some time after the withdraw the money. If you are doing sequentially, this is probably happen. Think the number come to the 100 number people, how much time he will get. Suppose one person take a time 5 minutes. If the line comes to the 100% line, 100 member number, then it will take a 2 days, suppose 1 day, suppose. So this is all about wastage of time or not. So that this is happening, really actually happening in single thread, or you can call doesn't happening in multi-threading, but in sequential flow. If you are doing anything, it's like in the place of SBI ATM. Suppose I have another ATM of same as SBI ATM, and here is another State Bank ATM, and same SBI. That means it will doing the time less or not. The 50 members shifted here, and the same time they withdraw money in two places or not. The amount of time that taken is reduced. Suppose here take 1 hour. After introducing another ATM in the side or in that place, the amount of time is 30 or not. They totally spend 30 minutes, 50 minutes take a minute. So, so that's why the multi-threading concept is inbuilt to reduce the CPU idle time and help the programmer to use the idle time and execution first. Execution first. I think you got more clarity. Okay. Okay. Then going to our next concept, after know that to know multi-threading, you have to know some common term. It's called multitasking. It is called multitasking. Then what is mean by multitasking? You have to know the multitasking. Before going to concept, you have to know basic point. What is multitasking? In simple word, you can call us multitasking means at the same time you are doing multiple tasks. You are doing multiple tasks. In the same time you are doing multiple tasks. Same time you do you're doing multiple tasks. Multiple tasks. Like suppose example, I think when you are doing a program in your laptop, and at the time you are doing a program, suppose you are write a program, okay, program. At the same time you are checking your mails. In checking your mails, okay, you check your mail, and also at that time you are using also social media like Facebook. You are browsing Facebook, or you can do some Google work. You're searching in Google, and at the same time you are listening also music. The same time you are listening the music. That means while typing your program, at the same time you are doing also programming, also check mails, Google or Facebook, searching Google, and you're listening the music. This is called multitasking. At the one time you are doing multiple tasks. At the one time you are doing multiple tasks. You are doing multiple tasks. This is called as multitasking. This is called as multitasking. That means at the same time you are doing multiple tasks. This is called multitasking. Okay. Then that means multitasking means multiple tasks at a one time you are doing. Okay. You got a clarify. You will understand the concept what I try to explain in this point. Okay. Then go to our next level discussion. Then question arises that what are different way of execution tasks? What are what are different different way of execution? What is the different way of execution to execute any task? Execute any task. Okay. To execute any task, what is different way? Then here is the answer that there are we have three ways. We have different ways, but basically we are doing three types of execution process way. What are those? Those are first one is called sequentially. You can call us sequentially flow of sequentially flow of execution. And second one is called as parallel parallel flow of execution execution. And third one is basically concurrently 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 execution flow execution flow execution concurrently flow execution. Okay, concurrently flow execution. And then what do you mean by sequential flow? Then question is, what do you mean by sequential flow? Sequential flow means basically executed tasks one after another. It means execution attacks one after another. Just like you are doing any work, after doing a work and you're going to here. Just like you're standing in a queue in a bank to withdraw money. If one person is doing his work, after that the second person will give a chance, have a chance to withdraw money. If the first person doesn't take money, then second person doesn't take any money. After finishing the first person work, the second person go and withdraw money. This is all about called execution tax one after another. So tax one after another. Second one is parallel. Second one parallel. That means um, two tasks will be executed at the same at a time without depending each other. Without depending each other. That means in the sequential flow, first second person depending on first person, the second person always depending on first person. But in parallel flow execution happen parallelly, and you can call us there is no dependency. One person is execution call us execution done, or execution attacks execution of tax uh, parallel parallelly happen, and there is no dependency. They are not depend upon each other. They are not depending upon each other. Okay, the task doesn't have depend upon each other. Just like example given ATM example, suppose there is two ATM present parallelly. The person present in the two ATM doing your 100 people standing in a queue, and if there is another ATM, then the 50% 50 members shifted to the next ATM. Parallel they are withdraw money or not. That means in parallel they are withdraw money at the same time. The time is saved and there is no dependency. There is no dependency. There is no dependency. Uh, Also, you can call that example like in a film hall. In a film hall, you are standing for ticket, and buying a ticket. You and another person standing in front of you, and you're depending upon the first person. After finishing take a ticket, you have to buy. It will take time to take a ticket of the first person. This is called sequential flow, one after another. And what is parallel flow? Just think, at the same time there is another counter present beside or side side of the corner. Then you go the first while the first person buy the ticket, you are going to the next. You are going to the side or next to side counter and take ticket. That means you are not depending upon the first person and take the ticket. You are take the ticket and happily move watching the movie. Then third one is called as concurrent flow. Concurrent flow means basically execution tasks are executed simultaneously It means second task will be run only when first task execution is paused. Similarly, first task execution resume when second task executed. That means suppose that means for if the first time you are doing two taxes, then first 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 request or first thing is paused, and you are going to second thing post first thing. Just like example, suppose just think, imagine there is a room in a school room. In a school room, the teacher is going to teach student. In the student, there is two classes. In the same room, there is two class student present. One page of student is suppose 10 class student, and another also is present, some 9 class student are present in the same room. And they have teacher is separated them by using some cover. The two bags separated by two on cover. Okay, in placing middle of the cover, they cover. While we teaching the ninth class student, while teaching a ninth class student, we doing some work, giving the some tax and writing something in board, and when we explain the concept or doing a diagram, they are going to explain, and they call to student, this is important, just take it diagram and copy it. Then the student started copy whatever the statement or diagram written in the board. At the same time, the the teacher come to the same room, when the 9 plus 10 plus student present. When the first thing is paused, when 9 class student doing his work, then teacher come to the 10 class students, and giving studying them and doing some tasks, giving some tasks. And while they're doing some tasks or any exercises, then teacher again come to the 9 classroom, and 9 classroom, and explain anything else. Okay, that means when one system one thing is paused, then we are going to next second thing. When second thing paused, it's called first thing. So that means this is concurrently. This is happening concurrently. If one task is paused, then going to second task, then second time is paused, and the first task. This is called concurrently. This is called concurrently. It's happening parallel. It's happening parallel. This is happening parallel. Yeah, I have you got a clarity. Okay, this is all about. Then Uh, then next thing is that different types. How many types is present? Different types. Different types. Basically, it is divided into two types: process-based multitasking and thread-based. One is process-based, and second one is thread-based. Okay. One is process-based, another is thread-based. This is all about two types: process-based and thread-based. Got a clarity? Got? Okay. And it's process based. Second one, thread based. Then what do you mean by process based and thread based? Process based means execute multiple tasks, execute multiple main tasks simultaneously. It's called process based. Main tasks you are doing simultaneously, it's called process based, or you can call it multitasking. Process based is just like multitasking. While you doing program, at the same time you are watching, you are listening music, you are also searching, in YouTube and videos, and you are doing some R&D on any contact. This is what process is. Just like multi-threading, multitasking, multitasking. At the same time you are doing multiple tasks, main tasks. You are doing main tasks. This is main task or not? This is main tax. While you're doing main tax, you're doing another tax also. Okay. What is mean by thread based? Thread based means execution of multiple subtasks within main tax. Within main tax. You're doing multiple tasks within main tax. is simultaneously called thread-based multitasking. That means suppose you are doing a main task like you are watching in YouTube video, and in YouTube video in that place also you are doing some work, subtasks. This is called thread based. Here each task executed by separate independent part within the same process. The subpart is called technical called thread. The subtask is technical called thread. The type of multi-threading is developed by programmatic level. So programmatic level. Then uh, yes, then programmatic level. Then what do you mean by Adam, what is thread? Thread is basically then there is question thread. Then question is that what is thread? What is thread? Thread is a basically independent sequential flow of execution. Independently sequential flow of execution. Uh, it execution method sequentially one after another. It is in its single JVM we can create multiple threads to have multiple independent. Just like you can call definition a thread. A thread is an independent independent sequential sequential flow of execution sequential flow execution. um, it executed one after one after another one after another. This sequential flow of execution, it executes one after another. And that is all about. I have given a thread like a sequential. I have explained that suppose you're buying a ticket, you buy a ticket. So first you are standing on a queue, and in front of you there's three persons standing in a queue and want to buy ticket. And when the first, second, third person take ticket, then you take a chance to take a ticket. This is basically called as sequential. One task is completed. After one task you are doing, you are want to allowed to execute a task. Okay, allowed to execute. This is your thread. This is concept like thread. Then what is multi-threading? What is multi-threading? What is multi-threading? What is multi-threading? Multi-threading is multi-threading process of creating thread for execution multiple independent. The process of multi-threading is the process of creating multiple threads for execution multiple independent tasks concurrently multiple tasks concurrently to complete their execution execution less time and use the CPU user CPU idle time. This is the example. User CPU time. This is a multi-threading example. That means sequential flow. How it is happening? I have to give an example. Like suppose just think here I have I have a task. So suppose here is my main flow. Suppose here is my main flow. Okay, here is my main thread. In main thread I have some work, like here I have some work. There are two or three threads. Here is one thread and I have another thread here. Also I have another thread here. Three thread present. I have three threads. Uh, the main method, suppose I have three. Just imagine it's the main method. This is a main method. Main main method. I have three statements. Suppose M1 method, M1 method. Here is M2 method. Here is M2 method, and it is M3 method. M3 method. These two things I have to call it. How do we call main method? M1 method task completed. M1 method task completed. Then control first control come main call to main method M1 method M1 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 control come to M1 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 after M1 completed control go to the M2 method main call M2 method. Okay, main call M2 method, M2 method execute. Then after that main call M3 method, M3 method execute. Input M3 method. This is how it is executed sequential. But if you are doing the tasks like in here, like multi-threading program, what is happening to your thing? It is created three thread. It is created to create three threads. Here is like one thread. Suppose here is one thread. Here is another thread. Is third. He created three thread. In three thread, what is he doing? He is doing something. Suppose it is called thread 0. Okay, this is thread 1. Okay, this is like thread 2. Okay, with three thread at the same time it is executed three thread directly. When M1 method is executed, also it execute M2 method and also execute M3 method. Also execute M3 method. That means the first examine in the first sequentially it take suppose 5 minutes. In this process it take 2 minutes. The amount of time is less or not? The execution time is less, and we are using CPU time execution time to help to program it. Okay, this is all about multi-threading. The overview. It is the basic overview of multi-threading. I think you got a more clarity. If you want to know about multi-threading, you have to wait for next video. The next video I'll explain about some point of multi-threading. One more again, another from different points. I have given the next video. I have given the basic structure of multi-threading. Okay. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any doubt, you can like, subscribe my channel. If you have, comment me in the comment section. Thank you for watching.